I've got one more presentation before lunch, so I'll go straight to introducing Rob Wharf from Musgrave Minerals. Rob's been Managing Director since the IPO in 2011. So following 19 years with WMC and BHP, he moved to the junior exploration sector where he spent the last 15 years. So Rob quickly identified his passion was exploration and has been involved in discoveries across multiple commodities over his journey. Over to you to present to us today. Thank you.
Thanks, Jane. Pleasure to be here presenting at Diggers. Just take you through the Musgrave story. Q Gold project, so we're in the Murchison of Western Australia. Undeveloped, we're building the resource base and running two streams, really, exploration and development. So as I mentioned, two streams. We want to continue the exploration, grow the resource. We also have a strong joint venture with Evolution. Been a great partner and continue to be a great partner. On the development side, we've just appointed Anthony Buckingham. He'll run the development studies. Great engineer, great to have him on board. And on that path as well, it's really defining that clear path to first gold production. Bit of a corporate overview. Please have a look. We're at one of the lowest ebbs in the last couple of years. We're looking forward to hopefully this being a low ebb in the gold market and it picking up from here. As I mentioned, strong board. Great to have Anthony on board. The board's been together for a while, very stable, and a broad range of experience within that board, from governance, finance, geoscience, and mining engineering. Existing resource base, about 930,000 ounces. The key component of that is really that high-grade trend. We've got 330,000 ounces at over 10 grams, significant component of that being open cuttable. One of the highest grade undeveloped open cut resources left in Australia. Some of those intersections, 14 metres at 190 grams, are only 4 metres below the surface. Really that should equate to really high margins and early return on investment. Some examples of the deposits there, Lena and Break of Day, quite in close proximity to each other, and that should lead to a nice synchronicity in those ore bodies and development. Some new results out yesterday as well. Some fantastic grades on the White Heat Mosaic discovery. We have an existing resource. We're extending that at depth. So some of those new intersections, 4 metres at 116 grams, a metre at over 1,000, so over a kilogram per tonne of gold. We're seeing this in the oxide. We're also seeing it in fresh rock. So that metre at 1,000 is fresh rock down at about 160 metres depth. That's down towards the limit of our drilling on this deposit, and we're continuing to drill it out. So what we're doing is integrating our geoscience. We always integrate magnetics, gravity, geology, geochemistry, and the integration of that geoscience really has led to a number of discoveries. So we're looking at second order structures off the main trends, pretty classical gold exploration in the Yilgarn, but it's been very successful. One of the beauties of this area is that really 2 to 4 metres of hard pan clay cover, really consolidated clay. It's prevented previous explorers and old timers from actually discovering this gold. So that's why it's still here. In a historical gold field that's been first mining was 1895. So we're 30 kilometres south of Kew, about 40 kilometres north of Mount Magnet. We've got significant drill programs underway. We've got 30,000 metres there of combinations of air core, diamond and RC, waiting for a number of results to come through, but a really good news flow coming forward. Just to put things in perspective where our deposits sit, you can see the spread there. So Lena or Break of Day up in the northern end of that picture. Big Sky deposit, resource out in that in May, 173,000 ounces over about 2 kilometres or 2.6 kilometres of strike. A number of deposits in that space, lots of shear zones. We're testing some of those at the moment. So we've got combinations of regional work, infill extensional drilling around the existing deposits, and confirmation work. What we want to do is continue to build the resource but de-risk what we currently have as well. One of the new targets, getting some good results on, just north of Big Sky. You can see some of the results in there. Again, we're getting some good grades through this, 7 metres at 20 odd grams, a metre at 100. But again, these are some examples of what we're finding. These are not yet in the resource base, so these will continue to grow the resource. One of the key components of what we're doing going forward is looking at the development options for us. So we want to do that, keep an open slather on that at the moment, look at what we can do. What size plant do we need here to optimise what we have? We know we have really high grade, close to surface, puts us really in quite a unique position in the Yilgarn. What we want to do is maintain those margins on those deposits. We want to make sure we can produce gold but do it at a high margin. So a number of the studies going forward, and Anthony's running this, so initial resource pit shells, infill drilling, that's a de-risking process, converts inferred to indicated. A lot of test work on the met sides. Every little deposit needs additional met work, but you can see the list in there. So we're doing a number of key components of this work that will lead through later this year to getting into that permitting process, the licence conversion. 3 of our existing deposits are on a granted mining lease. We still need to convert for Big Sky. Continuing on that development work, Anthony's been looking at optimisation of pits. So we're looking at a number of optimisation, a number of opportunities here. This is just one component of that. So this is looking at the Lena, Big Sky, White Heat Mosaic area, initial phase work. But you can see there the green is the ore body, the pit shells around that. So we're looking at what optimisations we can do from the pit work and then work that through to optimising underground. The district, we're in a really good district here. We're only 3 k's off the main highway that links Perth to the Pilbara, 40 k's north of Mount Magnet, existing operations around us. What we want to do is get to a position, and we think we are there now, we just need to optimise it. So it's a standalone development. It's what we want to do, it's what we're aiming to do, and we're heading down that process of continuing to grow the resource as we de-risk what we currently have. We also have a really strong JV with Evolution, and Evolution have been linking and working with us for a number of years now not on our existing resource base, but on other areas of the project. We have a reasonably strong gold price environment. We're hoping that continues. On the Evolution JV, the 100% Musgrave ground is in green. The Evolution JV is the piece in between. So all our existing resources you can see there are to the south on that green area. And we're currently exploring with Evolution in that area in between. So Lake Austin, access is typical Salt Lake, Western Australia, so combinations of clay pan, but also dune coverage and salt bush. Evolution are managing this JV. They've committed and have committed to expand at the moment of another 5 million over the next 5 to 6 months. We're looking forward to that continuing. They have 2 rigs out on the ground. Results have been positive. Combinations of intersections over broader widths in the regolith, but strong follow-up in the fresh rock beneath that with high-grade hits, as you can see in that image, including 4 at 40, 19 at 4.5. So that work is continuing. We're looking forward to continuing to work with Evolution. On that JV as well, just to show you a depiction of what we're seeing in cross-section and in plan at the West Island prospect. This is about 6 kilometres north of the area where we're showing the resources at Break of Day and Lena. We can see cover sequence in the cross-section, a regolith halo, and then the fresh rock gold beneath that. And we're seeing a series of on-echelon vein arrays in that fresh rock in a dolerite host. The dolerite host obviously is a similar host that hosts the Great Fingal deposit about 30 k's to the north, 2 million ounces at 10 grams, and a very nice deposit in this region. We've also picked up ground to the south of Mount Magnet. So here, this is really defining a pipeline of opportunities for us. We know that exploration takes a while. It takes time to understand the geology of the region and the area, and then work through a pipeline of opportunities. So we've done airborne magnetics in this area. We've acquired that data. We've also done a ground gravity survey we just completed. This will lead to a pipeline of opportunities to drill test in this over the next few years. Only 40 k's to the south of our existing Q project and should feed in well into that scheme at Q. Our scheduled work plan, so we've got RC drilling at the moment on Amarillo on new targets. We have air core drilling results we're waiting for in a regional target sense, defining new pipeline of opportunities at Q. We're doing resource infill and extensional drilling at our existing deposits. We've seen that with results out yesterday at White Heat and Mosaic, and again, that work is still only down at 150 metres, where we're getting lowest intersection at that deposit is about 3 metres at 25 at 160 metres depth, still open. Mainland, another area we have in the Q region, drilling and assays pending, and the Evolution JV, as we've talked on. We're also obviously running those pre-feasibility level studies on the existing deposits. Along with that, key component of what we're doing is environment, social and governance. We're working together with this and the changes we expect to going forward. We work locally with the local community, and key component of what we do. And really it's all based around climate change, managing our carbon footprint, trying to minimise that. Combination of grade, resources, fantastic met recoveries we've been seeing to date on this project. Nothing deleterious in what we've seen to date. We're looking at high gravity component recoveries as well. They range from 30% in the oxide up to 80% in the fresh, with up to 99% with CIL, so nothing deleterious here at all. Good high-grade component, which is underpinning our margin for us going forward. We think we can make more discoveries in that space as well. We've got opportunity for that discovery and resource growth, and that continues with the drilling we're doing. We've got a great exploration tenure. We've got a good joint venture with Evolution, a great region, existing infrastructure, and lots of news flow going forward with drill results pending and drilling ongoing. PFS level studies continuing, as I mentioned. That leaves that other component to the work we're doing. We're well funded and looking forward to a fantastic 2022 and beyond. It won't hold you up any longer. I think lunch is on. Welcome to Diggers, and yeah, come and see me afterwards if you want to have a chat.
Thank you so much, Rob. We are breaking for lunch. You've got 13 minutes, so quick grab a sandwich, come back. With the person I saw having a cheeky nap, maybe grab a coffee. Thank you very much.